This is Co-op Chronicles, episode 23.
Winds howl through haunted trees at night. Whispers echo spine-chilling fright. Shadows dance in whispered glee. Welcome to our spooky spree. Co-op Chronicles, come take heed. Ghostly tales that you will need. Through the shadows we embark. Join us now and feel the dark.
Welcome back to Co-op Chronicles. This is episode 23.
Episode
Episode.
Episode 23.
Shut up. I did feel I lisped a little bit. I'm Pint Size Geisha, and I have Black Label.
Hello.
And Azalee.
Hello.
And today is
Real life hauntings and creepy urban legends.
Creepy Urban Legends.
Ooh.
I wasn't 100% sure it was 23 after you told me. That's why our intro was 23.
Yeah. So,
I just want to say I can't wait for Christmas time so we can
For
have
Christmas music?
music.
Oh, no.
So excited.
still going. All right. So, opening questions. All right. What's one spooky story or urban legend you've heard growing up, whether you believe it or not?
Bloody Mary.
Bloody Mary.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, you like go into the dark. I've actually done it. Nothing happened. Still alive. You know, you go into the bathroom, it's all dark, lights turned off, and then you say, Bloody Mary, Bloody
Yeah.
3 times.
3 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing happened.
Yeah. I was in the Candyman era.
Oh.
Yeah. That was spooky.
Do you have any spooky urban legends that you...
Well, I have a few. You have to remember I grew up on an island, very superstitious islands, and we talked about the many hoonies and the night marchers, so probably those two. Many hoonies are like these little pygmy people that if you whistle at night, it's like their sacrifice call. They're going to come and get you. And then the night marchers are like old, ancient Hawaiian warriors. They're spirits and they will walk along, and then if you look at them, they're going to kill you. You have to like put your face in the ground and not look at them. And even, like if they walk over you, you just got to let it happen.
Did any of your guys' friends or family members actually believe in these stories? How did it affect them?
No.
No. Did you have anybody that was...
Well, everyone in Hawaii kind of believes it,
But nothing.
but nothing to the point of like that they've told me, right?
Yeah.
That it affected their daily lives or
Okay.
anything of the sort. But we're all
Alrighty.
superstitious.
All right. So I'm going to get into the first legend. All right. The slit-mouth woman. I can't say the name. I think it's Kuchisaka Saki Ona? I don't know.
I think I heard this one.
So the background is that the legend of the slit-mouth woman, or the name that I mispronounced, originates in Japanese folklore. The story tells of a woman who was mutilated by her jealous husband, leaving her with a grotesque slit from ear to ear. She haunts the streets wearing a surgical mask and asks unsuspecting victims, "Am I pretty?" I remember... I'll talk about it after. If they answer no, she kills them. If they say yes, she reveals her disfigured face and asks again before attacking them regardless. What makes it spooky is that the chilling nature of this urban legend lies in the simplicity and the feeling of helplessness when confronting with her question. There's no clear way out, so you're pretty much going to die. It's twisted, natural beauty, vanity, death. It's basically, you're going to die no matter what. And I remember seeing a bunch of stuff on, like, I don't know if it was, like, in Japan, but they would always talk about, like, I think Cub Scouts played a game where it was like that, where you would respond and she'll kill you no matter what or something. It's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah.
I read, it was a comment to this story. I think it was on Reddit, but someone was just like, instead of saying yes or no, you should just be like, am I pretty?
Like, bring it back up to her.
Yeah. See what she says.
Yeah.
Japan has a lot.
Yeah.
Like a
Yes.
lot.
Yeah. How would you respond if the slit-mouthed woman approached you with her question, do you think there's a way out?
Am I pretty? Am I pretty? Do you think I'm pretty? That would be my question.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll just give her the love.
The daddles.
No, I'll give her the love. I'm like, yes, you are beautiful.
Let's give her a kissy
You want
face.
sushi? You want the sushi?
You want the egg roll?
Oh my God. I was not talking about that. Oh my God. Okay.
Oh no.
Giving
no.
her the egg roll. Yeah, so it is pretty crazy though.
I would be terrified. I wonder how many. I mean, I'm not saying this is real, but if it was real, how many people she would have gotten during COVID times? Because we're all masked up, so we're all like not really aware and like watching to see if she was this slit-mouthed lady.
Yeah, we just think it's normal.
Yeah. What if
Yeah.
she just like
Like-
came up on us and we were like, oh, just another person?
What is wrong with these COVID people?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think this urban legend would have the same impact in the U.S. or does it work better because of its cultural settings?
Cultural settings. I feel like a lot of people in the U.S. would kind of just ignore her. I mean, they would probably die, but we would just ignore her. Like
Probably.
if someone's like talking to you, you're just
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it kind of brings up that one movie. What was it, The Grudge? How the American person went into the house and it was like completely different. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's just the settings over there is terrifying. I
Yeah.
don't know what it is about Japan, and they're like, because don't they have like another one where they kind of like frog people, or they look like frogs? They have like turtles on their back. I forgot what they're called, and they like lure children and eat them or something. I'm gonna look it up right now.
like, yeah, that's terrifying.
What about you, babe? What do you think?
Yeah, I kind of agree with Az that probably in the United States, people would just ignore her. It kind of brought to mind, there's this legend in Hawaii about Pele. Pele is the volcano goddess. Volcano or fire, or both. And she appears walking on the street wearing white as a older lady and red as a younger lady. And if you don't offer her a ride, I could be getting my colors mixed up. It could be opposite. I don't remember the colors, but she's walking down the street, right? And if you don't offer her a ride, your house is going to burn down.
That's an American urban legend too.
Is it?
Yeah. It's usually like in the Midwest.
Uh-huh.
But this girl, she died, and now her ghost pops up on the side of the road. And I actually think it's an SCP also. But if she asks for a ride, you have to give her one.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't, she'll kill you.
She'll like appear in the backseat and
Yeah.
just be like, ah.
But she'll disappear like halfway to the destination. So
That's
it's,
crazy.
Like,
Remember that one video we watched?
Is it
babe?
when he was in the truck and he sees her and she
No,
has
it
no
was
eyes?
like it was like the Japanese. It was in Japan.
The taxi?
The taxi
Oh,
driver,
yeah.
and he like literally stops, pick up somebody.
The door
He's
opens
talking,
and
the door
closes.
opens, the door closes, and
There's nobody in the back seat, but
there's nobody there.
Yeah, he's-
like in the video camera, the door opens and the door closes, but there's no one
he
in there,
talks to them.
and he's talking to them,
and he lets them out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
but there's nobody there.
Yeah, the thing I was talking about, the turtle thing, is they're called kappas.
oh, like Kappa.
Yeah. It says they're usually seen as kami of the water. Their actions range from comparatively minor misdemeanors such as looking up women's kimonos. If they venture too near to the water, outright malevolence, or how do you say it?
Malevolence.
Benevolent.
Yeah, such as drowning people and animals, kidnapping children, R-wording women, and at times eating human flesh. That's
What a terrible, terrible urban
Yeah.
thing.
Japan has a lot of scary ones.
Uh-huh.
They do.
Like, they have one for everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
So I was gonna ask this, but you guys both said there's something similar. Why do you think legends about physical appearance, such as the slit-mouthed woman, are so terrifying? I think it's just the grotesqueness of their, like, the physicality. Like, you see them.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like ghosts, it depends on if they're like a ghost wearing a sheet. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not scary. But if you see something like gruesome or gore, it's
Yeah.
kind of...
You take that sheet off, there's something grosser under there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's because, like, for me, some point of it has to be true, right? Like take dragons, for example. There had to have been a dragon somewhere along history because they show up in so many different cultures around the world.
Mermaids.
Japan, Aztecan history, they're all over the world.
Yeah.
So they have to have been, to me,
Like
I
a
think,
real thing.
a real thing at one point,
No,
right?
that's how I think too.
And all these legends and fears or whatever, to me, are kind of, I view it the same way. It had to have been real. Like, there probably was a lady who got slit from ear to ear by her husband at one point.
Yeah, and
You know?
yeah, 100%.
And that's what makes it scary to me.
Yeah,
You know?
spooky, terrifying.
Yeah. Spooky.
Yeah.
Spooky.
Halloween. Ooh. Okay, second one. Real life haunting. The Amityville Horror House.
Oh, that's scary.
The Amityville Horror House, as we know, has become infamous after a gruesome murder in 1974 where Ronald DeFeo Jr. killed 6 members of his family. Later, the Lutz family moved into the house and reported a series of terrifying paranormal activities, including strange voices, foul odor, moving furniture, and ghostly apparitions. Their experiences were documented in books and movies, cementing Amityville as one of the most famous haunted houses in the world. What makes it spooky is that the combination of real-life tragedy and ongoing supernatural claims give Amityville horror a deep sense of dread. The idea that that violence can leave behind something how do you say it? Malevolent.
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 And that a house. Why can I not say malevolent?
That's what you get for making fun of my lisp.
I think it's because I drank a little bit.
That's your excuse every week.
I mean, it's a good excuse. And that a house can be cursed by past events has captivated and terrified people for decades. Do you believe that tragedies like murder leave behind some supernatural imprint? Why and why not?
Absolutely.
Yes,
Yes, I agree. I think, like if you're dying in violence, there's obviously going to be like some pain or anguish, and you're going to be upset, and you're like, why did this person do this to me? And you're just going to be there, and whoever's next gets the fists, gets the daddles.
Yeah.
Gets the daddles.
According to Supernatural episode, I can't remember.
The show?
Yeah. Residual hauntings are a thing where like there's just so much of a story like that is
this the one with
captured
the boy?
No, it's the one with the family.
Oh.
It's not the family. It's a guy and he like murdered people and then he kept them in his like little underground bunker to have like birthday parties with them because he didn't have any friends.
That's crazy.
Oh, I don't think I saw that episode.
But it's pretty early on. I think it's like season 3. So, but yeah, like residual hauntings is a thing because like there's so much trauma in their life from that moment that the scene of them dying just like replays over and over and over.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's a thing that can happen.
What about you?
Houses are your home, you know, they capture everything.
Yeah. For me, it's like, it's the energy, right? Okay, like I'm religious. I believe in my religion, you know, whatever. But then at the same time, I believe also in science and energy. But at the same time, I feel like the energy I'm talking about, like a spiritual energy, kind of plays along with both. Like that energy just doesn't leave, right? Like when you die, that energy has to be put someplace, transferred into something else.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel like kind of piggybacking off what Black Label said is that when you die in such a tragic way, that energy is not at peace and it's like blah, all over the place to where it's gonna not be transferred peacefully. If that makes sense. Does that make sense?
That makes sense.
Yeah. Like it's energy.
Yes.
I mean, in a way, your body. I don't know. It's like you're not passing to the afterlife in a way, like because you were murdered. I don't know how.
Unfinished business.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you had to spend one night in Amityville House, would you
Fuck no.
survive? Or I mean, what would your survival strategy be?
I would not be there. It's my strategy. I haven't even seen the movies
Yeah.
again because he was possessed by a demon.
Yeah.
I remember because I watched the Ghoul Boys. They were on BuzzFeed, and now they're on Watcher. But the
Plus,
first,
feed keeps replaying all of their episodes.
yeah,
though, and
well,
I
because
think it's
that's the only one
hilarious.
that they make
They
money.
only have rights off
Yeah.
of
That's
those.
the only ones that make money
Yeah.
for
I
them.
just think it's funny.
But Ryan, he was. I think it was the first night, and he couldn't do the first night. He didn't stay, but they came back like after a couple seasons, and he ended up staying. And yeah, I don't know if I could do it. It doesn't look like that big of a house, but it looks. I don't know, man. Old houses are
No.
just creepy to me in
No.
general.
I don't think there's any way to really like protect yourself in situations like that. Not saying that they're real, but I'm also not saying that they're not real.
Like mentally.
Yeah, but just like bad energy can really reflect poorly on your like physical body. So like even if you don't believe it's real, there's still like negative like auras around that house and in that house that I don't think you can protect yourself against. So there's really no winning. If you're staying in that house, you better be ready to experience not the good stuff.
Yeah.
Side question, kind of piggybacking off of Az. Do you guys ever go someplace and then just feel the heebie-jeebies?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Like this, you just feel like something's off, something's not right,
Yeah.
and you just feel the heebie-jeebies for no reason.
Sometimes I get to the store and I'm sitting in my car and I'm like, ooh, it doesn't feel good to go in today. So I'll be like, you know what? I'll just go tomorrow.
Yeah.
I don't know if anything bad happened that day, but I just know I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What was I gonna say?
I don't know. What are you typing over there?
Something I forgot to look up. But no. So like, have you never watched the movie, Beb?
No.
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 How many people were murdered? Do you know? I know it was
Like
like
the
the
family?
kids.
Like the family.
You said earlier in your introduction, six.
Was it six?
Six to
Yeah,
eight.
No, but I
six.
mean, like, how many kids was there? Was there like any?
Oh, I think
I think
there
there
was
was
2 kids.
Yeah, 2. Like he had 2 sisters.
No, there was
2 sisters and a brother.
No, there was a girl, an older girl, and then 2 boys, I think.
Mm.
And then maybe a younger one. There might have been 4, but I know for sure there's 3.
Yeah, that's sad when you think about it.
Yeah. No.
I mean, it's a real thing. It really happened. So it's even yeah. When you dive deeper into psychological and of haunted houses, the psychology of haunted houses, do you think people bring up their own fears to haunted places? Like, do you think their own mind plays games and tricks on them to fake what is supernatural to what is real?
I think so.
Hard to say, but yeah, I think it does play a part in it.
Yeah, I think it plays a part in it as well. Your mind is a very powerful thing.
Yeah.
You can convince yourself of something completely wrong and completely off the, I don't know, off this, for lack of a better word, spectrum, and you're going to believe it. So your mind can
Yeah.
definitely play a part in it.
Yeah, I think if you like believe in something so like hard that visibly symptoms will start showing.
Yeah. You know how the person purchased it and they just use it as like a way to get revenue? Would you ever consider buying or living in a house with a notorious past like Amityville?
No, I couldn't.
Like, could you like resell it and make money off of it?
Absolutely not.
Nope,
Like, so
nope.
many people do it though.
Yeah, it's so hard. I think because like stuff like that, it's like a landmark, or not a landmark, but it's like a tourist attraction. So they keep it for that reason. But really, when something bad like that happens in a building, like I feel like you should just tear it down. Just start from new.
But then
Yeah.
the land itself, to me, it's like the land itself is not okay either.
Like one of the, okay.
Like
Maybe you
especially in
should
like
turn it into a
Amityville,
garden.
yeah, like especially in like Amityville and Demon. If it involved a demon, that land itself is not good at all. But Lizzie Borden, I would buy Lizzie Borden's house.
Is
She
that the
wasn't
one
a-
she stabbed her?
She killed her mom and dad.
Yeah.
She was just in
What's
the
the
head.
song? Isn't there a song?
Yeah,
like-
Lizzie Borden took an axe, gave her father 40 whacks,
And then gave
after
her-
seeing what she was done, gave her mother
41?
41. It could be wrong. It could be
Yeah.
vice versa.
Yeah.
But yeah, like demon, no.
Yeah.
No. The land itself, no. I wouldn't even put my pinky on the land.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
you can't chance it.
Yeah, but like Lizzie Borden, I would totally buy her house. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
She was just cuckoo in the head, you know? That's my standpoint. Anything with demons, devils, possessions, no.
Yeah.
If
Plus,
you just crazy, okay, I got you. I'm good with it.
Plus, like, trying to get revenue just, like, to show off a house like that, like,
Yeah.
you're risking other people's lives.
Yeah.
Because, like, even if you personally don't believe in it, other people might, and then it might
What if
trickle
an
into the
accident?
effect where, like, they think that they're being haunted now or something like that, you know?
Yeah, Lizzie Borden's house is a bread and breakfast, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Where's it at?
I don't remember.
Okay. Number 3. La Llorona, the weeping
La
woman.
Llorona.
La Llorona, or the Weeping Woman, is a tragic figure from Mexico folklore. According to legend, a woman drowned her own children in a fit of rage or despair, and now her ghost wanders near rivers and lakes, crying for her lost children. It's said that anyone who hears her wailing is marked for misfortune, and she might even mistake living children for her own, attempting to drown them.
Yeah.
What makes it spooky is that the mixture of grief and guilt makes La Llorona, a deeply tragic and eerie figure. Her ghostly wails, often heard at night near bodies of water, have terrified generations, especially because her story has a universal appeal. Many cultures have similar legends about water spirits and grieving mothers. If I'm not mistaken, I think she did it because her husband cheated on her or some shit, right? Or left.
Speculation.
Yeah, okay. If you were near a river at night and heard a woman crying, what would your instinct be? Investigate or run and survive?
Run away.
Yeah, unfortunately, I gotta run away.
I would
I want to
run
be
away.
helpful, but I'm
No.
too scared.
Yeah.
And in this day and age, you can't be helpful anymore.
Yeah, people are just...
People are crazy. People have a woman walking down the street yelling, screaming for help, but then there's a car 500 feet behind her waiting to jump you.
Yeah, rob
Yeah.
you. Like,
Yeah, you can't be helpful
Like-
today.
Trafficking is a real thing.
Yeah, I seen the one where there's like a kid knocking on people's doors
Oh yeah.
and on the ring, and they're like, help me, and there would be people that would be like to grab her or break into your house and stuff.
Yeah.
It
You
is
can't
very-
help people no more.
It's very hard. to be
I'd run
helpful.
away.
Okay.
I would call for help.
Yeah.
From her.
Yeah.
Not me. I would
would
be. Do you hear that? Let's not go to that direction.
Just yell back. I called the police.
Yeah, they'll be here
The
in
police
10
are
minutes.
coming.
I'm so sorry.
You'll be fine.
I'm trying
I
to
just
live.
don't know how to swim, and I can't come down there.
This
Okay.
is why you don't play by the river at night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Love
think that
La
anything,
Llorona's gonna get you.
anything at night is terrifying.
Yeah.
La Llorona was Supernatural's first episode.
Was it really?
Yep,
Yeah, actually,
it was.
Oh, I did not
she
know that.
was.
I mean, you're a big Supernatural fan,
She
so
was.
wow. Okay.
That's the one with the kids. She drowned him in a bathtub.
Yeah.
Okay, La Llorona is a tale about loss and guilt. Do you think urban legends like this one teach moral lessons, or they just meant to scare people?
I can't really see the lesson in La Llorona. There is no good reason to do that.
Yeah,
And
You know,
like I think in the movie she would like steal other people's children because she was missing hers. So I don't think there's a real lesson.
but she
in there.
red rummed her kids.
Yeah.
so do you
no.
think that people just made the story up to scare the kids to stay away from water? Or do you-
Maybe.
I think
And
maybe
then it just...
or it just came from like actually to scare their children because
Yeah.
it's like, hey, this lady drowned her children for being there.
Bad.
Yeah.
So you
Or,
want that
yeah.
to happen to you? I don't
Yeah,
think
ghosts might
so.
get you near the water. Yeah, it is
Yeah.
kind of scary.
Yeah, I'd be terrified.
Yeah.
That's just a sad story,
It
really.
is.
Yeah, it's like these type of stories, like it's hard to stipulate what's real and what's not. And then when you think about if it is, you're like, man, that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Or what if it was like a lesson to teach moms? Like, hey, treat your kids really well, or she's gonna come and she's gonna take them from you.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it
could've
could
been.
be, it could also be like, don't cheat on your woman because when you have kids, you know,
Yeah,
She
that
might
could be true also.
go a little cuckoo too. It could be a ton of
Like,
things.
ton of things,
Yeah.
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 So, is there any other urban legends that you've heard that have a tragic backstory that makes these stories more impactful? Have you ever heard of another legend kind of like that?
Like that one?
Or just anything that's like if it's like a tragic backstory, and then everything about it is bad now?
Not that I can think of at the top of my head, to be honest.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I don't just have this information
Yeah.
on the ready.
Yeah. My random fact category does not really include
Urban legends.
urban
and-
legends.
I know normally you're on top of things.
Yeah.
How do you think legends have changed over the time across cultures? Because they said this one there's like similar hauntings or things like this like, all over the world.
I haven't heard another legend like La Llorona, to be honest. I've heard of other like water demons and water spirits, but nothing like La Llorona.
I don't,
you know.
Yeah, I just noticed as many cultures have similar legends about water spirits,
Yeah.
not just about her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So there's just tons of
Maybe
different.
like the story is different. Maybe she doesn't like go after kids or something.
I guess it could be like the Kappa ones in Japan. If you go near
Yeah.
water, you get
Could be,
drowned.
yeah.
You know, I know you never put your back towards the ocean in Hawaii.
Or really,
You know, it's bad luck.
Could snatch you up.
the sharks.
No, because it's like
They just like get over here, motherfucker.
I think it's more of like if you have your back to the ocean and you're walking out of the ocean, a big wave comes and gets you and scoops you out. So it's bad luck.
Shark did get them.
Yeah.
You know,
Okay.
bad luck.
Yeah. So, number 4, the real life haunting, the Tower of the London Ghosts. Have you guys heard of this one?
No.
Vaguely.
Okay. Let me catch you up. So, the background is the Tower of London is notorious for its gruesome history of executions, imprisonment, and torture. It's said to be one of the most haunted places in England, with several famous ghosts, including Anne Boleyn. Boleyn, yeah, the second wife of Henry VIII or whatever, and then who was beheaded there in 1536. Visitors and guards have reported seeing a headless apparition wandering the tower halls, along with other tragic figures like the princes in the tower. What makes this spooky is that the tower's bloody history and association with betrayal, death, and political intrigue makes it a hotspot for ghost sightings. The idea of a headless queen wandering her place of execution is both tragic and terrifying, tying the horrors of the past to the present.
So, quick history.
Let me know.
Anne Boleyn was the second wife of King Henry VIII. Was it the 8th?
8.
His first wife was Queen Catherine from Spain, right? So he married Anne Boleyn. Anne Boleyn couldn't produce a male heir. She had Queen Elizabeth instead. But Anne Boleyn tried to make a baby with her brother
Oh, no.
to produce a male heir. And they were caught.
And that's why he
And that's why-
beheaded her?
Ugh.
Really?
I think, if my history is correct. But yeah.
Interesting. I mean, I could see why. I mean, I'm not saying it's good to do that, but I mean, back then, you know,
Yeah.
they were
And-
savage about it.
Yeah.
She was
King Henry VIII was full of STDs. Just saying.
Really?
Yeah.
Probably had like that syphilis, the gonorrhea.
Yeah. But anyways,
Yeah.
quick history lesson. See, I do know some random things.
Yeah.
I love the song that people use to remember his like wives.
What?
Because there's like
Oh.
6 of them.
Okay.
It's hold on, I gotta look real quick. I can't remember, but I know it's really divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded, survived. It's like in their musical that they have about him.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What the hell, man?
Divorced,
It's crazy that they
beheaded,
just make
died.
joke songs about
Divorced,
that stuff.
beheaded, survived. He beheaded 2 of his wives.
Yeah.
I don't know
pretty
about the second one.
crazy.
I only know about the Anne
I
Boleyn.
think the wife he really loved, I think, died, right? In childbirth or something like that.
I don't remember. I don't know.
There's one wife that I know that he like really loved.
Catherine?
I believe one of them. No,
Maybe after
not
Catherine.
Catherine.
I think he divorced Catherine because she couldn't produce a male heir as well.
At least he didn't behead her.
Yeah.
She got away.
Yeah.
She did.
Okay. Would you rather meet the ghost of Anne Boleyn or another famous historical figure? Why?
Anne Boleyn all the way.
Really? Why?
Yeah. I don't know. She
She
seems cool.
worked the system, to be
Yeah,
honest.
she did.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So-
Anne Boleyn or
Was she royalty?
No.
Oh, she wasn't.
no.
Yeah. that's
Lizzie
what-
Borden.
Yeah. Oh.
That's what I was like.
I was like,
what's her name?
I don't know what that is.
Lizzie Borden.
Okay. Why would you want to meet Lizzie Borden?
I don't know.
She was
Like,
crazy.
yo, what?
She wants to get
what's
inside that head.
up?
That is crazy.
Why are you so savage?
Could you imagine what her hands were like after just axing them that many times? They had to be like blistered up, cut up. Like it's probably a lot. And
She was
Splinters.
angry.
it was just those two, or did she kill the nurse? No, it was just those two,
It's
right?
just those two.
And then the maid or somebody else found them.
Yeah, she
I think so.
found them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then she acted like, "Oh no, what
I just
happened?"
want to see if she like really was just like okay with what she did. Was she okay with what she did?
I don't know. I
wonder if she
remember
was ever
watching something
asked.
about it, but I don't really recall.
I don't think she was ever
She didn't seem like she
convicted.
cared.
Was she convicted? I don't remember. Or was she hung? I don't remember.
I don't know. I thought
don't remember how she
they
died.
tried to convict her though. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah, I thought they did.
But I would also like to meet Anne Boleyn just to be like, "What's up? How was your life?
Where's your
Why
head?
did you decide to do all these things? You know?"
Yeah. Okay. Do you think places that were once centers of power, like the Tower of London, are more likely to be haunted? Like
Yeah.
main areas, pinnacle
There's
spots?
been a lot of death in those spots.
Yeah.
So probably.
Yeah, probably.
And it's like they died by, not in a good way.
Yeah.
Like through war and honor, but they died through like
Murder.
Murder.
just straight up murder.
Yeah, like your head's gone.
Yeah.
Oh, so Lizzie Borden, she died from pneumonia.
Oh,
At
so
66.
so she wasn't convicted then?
I think I don't
No.
think
She
they
go to
could
prison?
prove.
I don't think
that,
they could.
That
You can't look at her hands. Her hands had to be fucked up,
It
right?
said suspected homicide of father and stepmother.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
if-
think she changed. It's like she cleaned herself up. I think that's why they couldn't convict her.
Mm-hmm.
If I believe I read that.
But I mean, if
correctly.
you hit somebody that many times, your hands have to be blistered or
They couldn't
cut.
prove
What
it.
if she was wearing gloves, like those little dainty
like
gloves?
OJ or something.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I don't think they could prove it
Okay.
technically. Like everyone knew she did it, but they couldn't prove it.
Have you either one of you?
Oh, she was acquitted.
Oh wow.
Sorry. Okay.
Have you either one of you visited any historical places with ghostly reputations?
I don't think so. Does that one fort in Point Defiance count? Is that like
that a haunted place?
place?
I don't know if that is a haunted place.
I always see the books in Barnes and Noble
They
where
always-
it's like haunted places in Tacoma.
Yeah, they always
and I'm
say
like,
they always say the
But
5
it's not
miles
really.
haunted though.
I
Yeah.
heard they closed it down because there's like erosion happening now.
The fort or
no,
5 mile.
the 5 mile, or at
Oh.
least the trails around it. I heard they closed down.
Well, that's good because that one guy stabbed that woman last year or whatever.
Yeah. See, people are crazy. We went to that one house in Oregon.
What
That
was it
supposedly
called again?
haunted. The
It's like-
mansion.
what was it called again?
Let me Google it.
It's like
Side note, did you guys hear about that family that was killed in Washington recently by their 13-year-old boy?
what?
Yeah, he killed he killed his siblings and his mom and dad.
No way.
Pickcock.
Yeah.
Pick.
Where in Washington?
I don't know the specific area.
He's
but
13. With
yeah,
what? What did he kill him with?
A gun.
Oh, okay,
course.
that's
and
obvious.
the sister
Yeah.
survived, and she got the police called on him.
Wow.
People are creds, I tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
He
it was
tried
like
to blame it on the brother that he killed. He's like, yeah, my brother, he tried to kill us all. But then he
They
did a
took away
murder
my
suicide.
Roblox.
He did a murder suicide. He tried to blame his brother, but the sister's like, yeah, no.
Pickcock Mansion.
Pipcock.
I'm looking that murder up right now.
Pipcock Mansion.
11-year-old
It's an Airbnb now, right?
Oh.
Or a hotel?
No, it's a museum.
Oh, a museum.
Oh, it says the 11-year-old girl played dead before escaping after 5 family members were killed at their Washington
God.
State home.
Yeah. Does it say what town? What city?
Fall City.
Oh, Falls City. I think they were like trying to keep her face like blurred.
I think they have to, right?
Yeah, because she's
Yeah.
underage.
I wonder why he did it.
Never
Hard
know.
to say. He's a young kid.
Fucking just kids, man.
Yeah, but it happened recently.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think is about old castles and prisons that make them a prime ghost territory area?
The time in which it was
Yeah.
alive.
Yeah. The time where it was
But there's
made and populated,
But there's
and all the
also-
people that died in it.
there's also like Alcatraz, and that wasn't like a long time. But I
But
guess
people
it's-
died in Alcatraz.
Yeah, I mean, you have to think about the events that were occurring there. It definitely depends on like the area and the time and like what it was used for.
Yeah.
I think those all play a factor in it.
Yeah.
it.
No, I agree. I was just trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. The Jersey Devil.
Oh, I've heard this one.
So the Jersey Devil is a cryptid said to inhabit the Pine Barrens. I'm trying to burp. of New Jersey. According to legend, it was born to a woman named Deborah Leeds in 1735 who cursed her 13th child to be a devil. When the child was born, it had hooves and a goat head and bat wings. And I think it like flew away. Oh yeah, forktail. It reportedly flew up the chimney and chimney and has been terrorizing the region ever since. What makes it spooky is that the combination of demonic creature born from a curse and its eerie, secluded habitat in the Pine Barrens make the Jersey Devil a chilling figure. Reports of its strange cries and destruction it leaves behind continue to fuel the legend. Yeah. So, would you dare venture into Pine Barrens at night knowing that the Jersey Devil might be out there?
Yes.
What's
he gonna do?
I would.
He's going to
Fight me, bro.
Screech at you?
Yeah, just screech at me.
I would too.
It's a demonic thing. I thought you were not about that life.
It's just a curse. It's not possessed by a demon.
It says the combination of demonic creature born from a curse.
Yeah, see. He's born from a curse. He's not a demon.
I don't know. He only survives
He's
on
a level
like
1.
drinking
He's a level
sheep
1?
blood, right?
I'm not 100%
I think
sure.
that's, or am I thinking of the chupacabra?
That's
I
a
don't
Yeah, the
Chupacabra.
chupacabra.
Okay.
Yeah. I know there's also the, what is it, the Mothman?
Mothman.
I love the Mothman.
Did you see the boys, the ghoul boys? And then the
Yeah.
Mothman's like got a 6-pack and shit on the statue.
I should have brought my Mothman costume. Should have
You
dressed
have
up
one?
for this one. Yeah.
Oh
We
my
should have
God.
dressed up.
We should have.
Who doesn't have a Mothman? If Mothman isn't your favorite cryptid, we can't be friends.
He's supposed to be like crazy fast too. And
Yeah.
he's supposed to be able to time travel
His
or dimension.
wingspan is like 10 feet.
And he's supposed to be able to travel through time dimensions or some shit like that.
Really? I did not know that.
Yes.
The Mothman
You don't
is
know what the Mothman
great.
is?
No.
Oh my gosh.
He's got scary red eyes.
Yeah. What do you think is scarier, a single terrifying creature like the Jersey Devil or a haunting location with lots of ghosts?
Lots of ghosts.
Lots of ghosts.
Yeah, probably lots of ghosts.
It's hard
Lots
to
of ghosts.
like, because I feel like ghosts are like not physical beings.
Yeah, but at that point it kind of scary though, because you're like gonna meet up with some dude that can touch you and rip you apart.
Yeah,
But you
I
can
could
also
just-
kill him.
Yeah, he's
and hurt
like
him.
physical. I can like physically damage him.
Yeah, I agree.
But like ghosts, like I gotta pray.
Yeah, like
and
ghosts.
hope that holy water can fend them off.
Yeah. Ghosts, demons,
True.
all of that stuff. It's all spiritual.
True.
Yeah.
True.
How do you kill a demon? You can't. You can only send him back to hell. But how do you send him back to hell? Who knows?
You gotta pray really hard.
You got to get a priest.
Well, on BG3, that I'm really good at. Okay. Let me come up with a challenge for you guys. All right? I want you to come up with your own cryptid or creature that haunts their local area. What would it be, where, and why?
like answer right now.
Yes?
That haunt. You know what mine would be? Did you guys ever watch that movie? It's an old Disney movie, and he's a mummy, and he's all alone.
No.
The kid? It's
With a
animated?
kid. No,
Yeah.
no. It's like a real life movie.
Oh.
Oh,
He's like a
I know what you're
mummy.
talking about.
And like the
I
little
can't-
boy uncovers the mummy, and he's so sad and he's so lonely because his girlfriend mummy is like still there.
Oh, wait, no. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I know there's an animated cartoon with the mummy boy.
Huh. Interesting.
Disney
I think if I could come up with a cryptid or creature,
Under Wraps.
Oh.
I mean, that sounds like a Disney movie.
The name is familiar. Yeah.
This one.
Yeah, the name is familiar.
Where they like find a mummy. Oh, did they remake it? They remade it.
Oh, yeah,
A
that doesn't look...
12-year-old
that doesn't look like
accidentally
the same.
revive a mummy they discovered in a neighborhood basement, and then they name the mummy Harold and must return him to his resting place before midnight on Halloween.
Interesting.
Yeah, but then like in the original one, that "All by Myself" song plays, and he's like all sad, and he's like, "I want my girlfriend mummy," and then they find the girlfriend mummy. But he's friendly. That would be my haunting.
I think if I created a cryptid, it would probably be like a kind of like a siren or a mermaid. I don't know what it is about water, but water terrifies me. Right at Wapato, that nasty water.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is about water. It's just
I
scary.
think I would want my cryptid to inhabit Freight House Square, and it would be the size of like a little gremlin, but it would.
Okay.
I don't know why. I just feel like Freight House Square is like creepy, so it'd just like be this weird little creepy creature just crawling around, like snatching people's stuff from their pockets when they're walking around.
No, that's good. Yeah. What about you, babe? Do you have anything or no?
I said the mummy.
Oh yeah.
He'd be a friendly mummy.
Well, that's like cheating. Okay.
What do you mean that's like cheating?
Nothing. What do you think a modern day cryptid would look like? Would it be more tech driven or like a urban legend?
I don't know what a cryptic is.
Cryptid?
Mothman.
Yeah. The Yeti. The Sasquatch. Nessie.
Just like that.
They're just like legends.
What do they all have in common?
Creatures. They're creatures
That people talk
creatures?
about.
that they're like native to their area, like
The Jersey Devil.
Sasquatch,
Oh,
you
I
know?
see.
Yeah.
We have Bigfoot.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, but what do you think the urban one
I think
would
they would
look
be
like?
more natural, not tech driven.
Yeah, more natural, more
Mm-hmm,
organic.
Yeah, because everything scary comes from the woods.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
So,
The woods themselves are scary.
This
so
is true.
I feel like if it's a biological creature,
Is the Slenderman kind of
Like
like
an
a
organic-
cryptid, or is it like?
he's a cryptid, I believe.
Is he?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
All right. Number 6, the real life haunting. What is that?
That's a microwave.
Why is that microwave going on?
Because they're having a snack. They're having one of those pies. It's fine. Everybody knows. Look, everybody knows we got tons of kids, and we
That-
might have a
can
little
you-
background
can you-
noise. It's fine.
Real life haunting, the Winchester Mystery House.
Oh, I like this one.
I like
So-
that one. Yeah.
The Winchester Mystery House was constructed by Sarah Winchester, widow of the inventor of the famous rifle, obviously. After the deaths of her husband and infant daughter, she consulted a medium who told her that she was haunted by the spirits of those who were killed by all the Winchester rifles, which was, they say, the gun that won the war. In response, she began building her sprawling, eccentric mansion in San Jose, California, reportedly to confuse the ghosts by adding endless hallways, doors that led to nowhere, and staircases that abruptly end. What makes it scary is that the combination of Sarah's tragic personal losses, the guilt she reportedly felt over the rifle's legacy, and the strange like maze that gave the house an otherworldly, haunted atmosphere. Many victims claim to feel an eerie presence as they wander its endless corridors. It does have a lot of windows. It does have stairs that lead to nowhere, doors that lead outside on like the top floor.
Isn't it 13? It's either 12 or 13. Like, there's 13 or 12. 12 or 13 windows facing out. There's 12 or 13 steps. There's 12 or 13 hooks in one room. Like, it's
I
either
don't know.
12 or 13. Or maybe
Fascinating.
7. I don't know. I remember watching a documentary on it a long, long time ago, and it was like, it was creepy that it was all like 7, 12, or 13. I can't remember the number.
Yeah, I don't know. That's very interesting.
And it also, she apparently met up with a psychic beforehand. Apparently, I don't know, speculating. And that the psychic told her that the ghost of everyone that died from her gun was going to come and get her.
That's
and,
what I just said.
Yeah. Oh, that's that what you said. But she heard it from a psychic.
Yeah, a medium, a psychic.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
I was
Yeah.
just like, oh, yeah, fascinating.
Thank you, ass.
I was
For
like,
just like letting me go
I was
on and
like-
on.
I was like, I
kinda-
literally just said that.
I kind of drifted off a little bit in the middle.
Yeah.
This is something she knows facts about.
Would you ever consider living in a house that was designed specifically to confuse ghosts?
I can't.
I think it
Living
would
there?
confuse me, man.
I can't.
Yeah.
It kind of like this kind of reminds me of Rose Red, the house.
Oh, in Seattle?
Yeah,
It's
and,
not
like, the
in
movie-
Seattle, though.
No,
I've never heard
but
of it.
like
It's
the
in
movie.
Washington.
Yeah,
And it's close by us, the mansion that they did use for that movie.
but that's what it reminds me of, like just that creepiness of just like
What's Rose
ghosts
Red?
being.
It's
like
a Stephen
haunted
King
house.
movie.
Yeah,
The
Is
Shining.
it Rose Red or is it Red Rose?
Isn't Stephen
Rose
King
Red?
from Washington?
I don't know.
Oh.
Let's see. Where is the mansion? Thornwood Castle. Yeah.
but it reminds me of that movie where it's like the ghosts just like live in the house and it's really creepy.
I wouldn't want to live there, but I definitely want to go on a tour during the day.
I I don't know. Yeah, I think it would be cool to like go and check it out, but I feel like with so many dead ends and so many like rooms that lead to nothing and stuff like that, I would just get really creeped out. Just bad vibes.
Yeah. I would anticipate you walk up to it and you got the heebie-jeebies already.
Yeah, I wouldn't like it.
You know one thing? I don't know if this is from like a Hawaii superstitious or not, but it's something I kind of grew up with, is that spirits can attach themselves to you, especially if you're passing a graveyard, right? Mm-hmm. And I feel like the one thing that I would be scared of going to any of these locations is that I did something and that it's going to follow me, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, the requirements that you have to meet for a spirit to attach itself to you, but that's what I would be afraid of the most if I went to the Winchester house, is that one of these crazy spirits is going to come live with me for the rest of my life.
What about you?
No.
You would go?
No,
No,
I
you
would
wouldn't
not.
go.
I wanted to go. I looked up going when we were in California.
Oh,
but it
go
was,
to the house?
Yeah, just
or
like a
live?
tour.
I would go
I'd go
there.
too.
I'll go
Yeah,
to
like a
I'd
tour.
yeah,
I would
but
never live
It's called a
there.
tour.
A tour,
A tour.
whatever.
A tour.
Like a
a tour?
I would go to the tour during
I would go on the tour during the day.
during the day.
During the day.
Yeah.
But it was so far away from where we were. It was like 10 hours away, and I was like, never mind.
Oh, that'd been cool.
Yeah, I did look it up, though, when we were in California.
Yeah, I couldn't live in that. It's
Yeah.
just too much.
Yeah.
What do you think drove Sarah Winchester to keep building her house? Do you think it was truly terrifying of spirits, or do you think she was just like psychologically not there?
I think psychologically.
I think it didn't help that the medium gave her an answer that she was kind of looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
You don't just do shit like that.
Yeah, like the psychic knew what she was saying would
definitely
impact her.
And what if the psychic had like a family member or knew somebody who died in the war, and she's like, this is your payback. I'm going to make you go crazy because you supplied the war with guns.
Yeah.
Type of
It
situation.
just definitely was. It just was all an accumulation of things that really affected her.
Have you guys ever been to a house that had a weird layout?
No, I don't think
I
so.
have. I've been to. I don't know who it was. I just remember when I was younger, went to like one of my friend's house, and we used to go up to their attic. But for some reason, their attic, it was like a step thing. Like it would come down, and then for some reason, their attic had like a balcony, and we'd go up. It was really weird. The layout was really weird. It was creepy as hell. But yeah, I just remember it was just. It was not a good place. It didn't feel like a good place. It felt like kids.
It felt
were
like the
tortured.
heebie-jeebies.
It felt like if my friends weren't there, his dad would have murdered me or something. I don't know.
They probably feel the same way.
Yeah, so we were like, let's stick together. So, in your mind, if somebody had the idea to build another Winchester mansion, like in this day of age, what do you think it would be like, and where do you think they would probably build it? What do you think it would be like more crazy? Like they would have like escalators and elevators just up in there, or?
I don't think there'd be escalators or elevators, but I think the layout of it could be architecturally like far more advanced than back in the day. It's just like a square.
I just don't think people have the mentality to come up with something like that nowadays.
Well, why would they need it either?
Yeah.
You know?
I truly think that someone could come up with something
They
like
probably
that
could.
nowadays.
Frick, we can ask ChatGPT.
Yeah, like look at the buildings in any like major city, like in Seattle, like the freaking that one building where it literally like starts like smaller at the bottom, like not widthwise, not wide at the bottom, and then it like expands to go up into like an arch, and it just like is bigger on top than it is on bottom, and that's fascinating. So they could totally do something crazy like that in a house. Like what's that one? Picture where the stairs are like continuous. I can't remember what that is.
Oh, I know
called.
what you're talking
That's
about.
like I know that's like an SCP thing too, where they like constantly go up or down the stairs.
Yeah, not that one, but the one where they all connect. It's
I don't
some kind
know.
of like theory or whatever. But yeah, it's something like that. Like we could totally build something like that nowadays. It's crazy.
Yeah, I know there's like that one. I think it's an older mansion too, where the Go Boys once again went. But it was like they went up to this spot. I don't know if it was in the Winchester place, but it was. There's this one room where all the ceilings, it like something about the way it's set up, the architecture is set up. When you talk, it sounds like it's coming from everywhere. When you just talk up, it sounds like it's all over your.
That's
like,
creepy.
Yeah, but yeah, I think stuff like that would be kind of cool.
Or H.H. Holmes, his building.
Yeah, the fucking hotel thing.
I think a good place would be in the city then if they built something like that.
Yeah.
Because it's like...
Just a lever and bloop, bye.
You could
That's
get,
how his was.
You could get
Yeah.
so much space.
It was
Yep.
just in the city. Nobody knew.
Yep.
Okay, last haunting. The Bell Witch of Tennessee.
Ooh.
So, the Bell Witch haunting is one of America's most famous paranormal stories dating back to the early 1800s in Adams, Tennessee. The legend says that Bell family was tormented by a poltergeist believed to be the spirit of a woman named Kate Bates? I think it's Bates. The witch reportedly targeted John Bell, cursing him until his mysterious death. Witnesses reported eerie occurrences like moving objects on their own, strange noises, and disturbing visions. Even Andrew Jackson, who visited the Bell farm, was reportedly terrified and driven away by the witch's antics. What makes it spooky is that the haunting is notable because it was directed at an entire family over several years and included physical attacks, which are rare in ghost stories. The legend of the vengeful spirits terrorizing not just a home but an entire property leaves a lasting impression of dread. What would you say, or would you stay on a farm if you knew it had a history of violent hauntings?
No.
If I had no choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people do it. They like a lot of plantations. They turn a lot of plantations into that were like haunted. They turn them into a lot of tourist areas. Which at that point, I feel like plantations should just be left for history, not like a tourist attraction. Like you shouldn't stir. I don't know,
But it's not a really good.
That's what I'm saying. They
part of
should.
history.
That's what I'm saying. They shouldn't be using those as tourist attractions. They should just.
I know, I get what you're saying, but
Yeah.
at the same time, that part of U.S. history is not a great.
Oh no,
Part
100% agreed. That's what I'm saying. I think they
Maybe
use
just
it.
tear it down.
Yeah, I feel like they just use it to get money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's
Yeah.
horrible.
It sucks because, like...
A lot of the hauntings and stuff happen during bad times.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, it just sucks because, like, maybe that's their only way of getting money is through, like, tourism to, like,
True.
help
'Cause it
support
is-
their community.
Down there, down
Yeah.
under,
Yeah.
or not down under.
I
but-
mean,
In the
they-
South.
I mean, the people who are probably using it as a tourist attraction are not good people
probably
already,
not
but
care. Yeah.
but
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would stay
would
on a
not.
farm. I don't like staying in places even aren't haunted that I don't like, so I don't think I'd do that.
I think farms are probably the creepiest place to be at when there's a haunting.
Yeah.
Should, like being
It's-
in a cornfield. Oh my god!
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
Just you're surrounded by fields.
And it's dark.
and aliens get you? No.
And probe you.
Oh no.
Like your knee.
my knee.
Probe your
That was
knee.
still a weird occurrence.
Yeah.
Remember when we went
Your
to
knee?
Comic-Con?
His knee
His
was
metal
beeping.
knee.
My knee kept beeping off
Non-metal
over
knee.
and over. Even with the little hand thing, it was beeping. And I was like, he's like, do you have a metal knee? And I was like, no, not that I know of. Like, I don't.
You should have went to the doctors afterwards to see if there's something in there.
It was crazy. That was really weird. I don't
Were you
understand.
wearing Youngla sweaters?
No, this was
Sweatpants?
before back then.
Oh. Because I was going to say, I when I wore your Youngla sweats to the airport, I beeped because of the freaking tick.
No, it wasn't that. I think I was wearing like jeans or something.
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Do you think a spirit could hold a grudge for generations, or is it a story that themselves are keeping hauntings alive?
No. It can hold a grudge. That is why there's a whole movie named The Grudge.
The grudge. Gotcha.
Yep. It's that overwhelming feeling of just like
They hate everything.
despair, hatred, sadness.
Have you heard of any other vengeful spirits in American folklore?
American folklore?
Yeah. If not, why do you think certain ghosts like the Bell Witch have such a lasting history or legacy?
Because
I don't know.
I feel like there's not a lot of ghost hauntings in America.
I know they
Or at least not big.
They
ghost-
say like the Tombstone in Arizona is haunted. There's like that one place that's haunted. Is it the Corral, the Golden Corral, or not? Whatever.
the Golden
The
Corral.
Golden Corral.
You know what I'm
The
talking about?
restaurant.
Isn't it called the Corral or something?
I don't know.
I fucking don't know.
I don't know a lot of American hauntings, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
I know like a lot of other cultures.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I don't know the name of it.
It's not the Golden Corral?
No.
Is that where you get food?
Yeah, a golden corral is a buffet. Can you imagine a golden corral being haunted? Just ice cream just pouring out.
This is actually pretty funny because
Okay Corral.
Okay, corral.
The Okay Corral.
there's a
Not
there's
the
a
Golden-
horror story book called Horror Store, and it's literally IKEA, like a knockoff IKEA, and it's the store, like the SCP story of
backgrounds?
if you go into IKEA at
Oh,
night,
yeah.
you'll get lost and you'll never find your way out.
And there's like people, there's groups of people,
Yeah.
right? And they're like you can't see them at night or something, or they act crazy certain times or some shit.
But it's a really good story. It's by
who did I-
Hendrix something. I can't remember, but it's called Horror Store, and it literally looks like an IKEA catalog book.
Yeah.
It's really good.
And I know like they eat people or like what is
Well,
it?
in the book, not the SCP story, but in the book, it's like bad people, because it used to be a prison that got turned into a store, and so there's like the warden, and he collects like people, and he makes you like pay off this penance that you have, and he never lets you go.
That's crazy,
Yeah,
man.
but the SCP one is, yeah, they're like creatures, and they'll like eat you.
Gotcha.
Side note, someone was just arrested. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't arrested. I don't remember. But anyways, this man moved all the arrows in the IKEA so people would get lost. And I think he was arrested for it.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I mean, they're just projectors.
Yeah, so he
you
moved them
could.
all and everybody got lost and couldn't find their way out. And I think he got arrested.
That's hilarious. I mean, you just follow like where you
just keep
haven't
going.
been. Yeah.
You know?
Okay. So I mean that's pretty much it, but I got a couple questions to wrap up this episode. So final spooky urban legends trivia.
Okay.
Which country do you think has the most haunted castles? I mean, I don't know. I'm just asking what do you guys think personally?
Castles?
Yeah.
I want to say like Scotland,
Yeah, I'm actually going
Ireland.
to these questions
Scotland or Ireland.
But would they be? I feel like just because they have the most castles doesn't mean they have the most haunted castles.
up. Yeah, that's
Maybe
true.
like England must seem
Yeah.
like a pretty bad place.
Yeah.
Not that it's bad, just the vibes.
Oh,
The
actually,
hunty vibes.
it just says I mean, England's number one, the Tower of London.
There you go.
Then there's India, the Bangor Fort, or I don't know how to pronounce that word. Leap Castle, Ireland. Isn't there like a castle? I don't know if it's in Ireland or if it's in England, where, God, it was on the Ghoul Boys, the BuzzFeed Boys again. I forgot what it was, but it's like, yeah, I don't know. There's Castle Loma in Canada.
Canada.
Castello de Montebello,
We should go to
Italy.
Canada.
Edinburgh Castle in Scotland, the Himeji Castle in Japan. Oh, that's pretty. The Castle of Good Hope in South Africa, the Huske Castle in Czech Republic, and the Burg Frankenstein in Germany.
Do you think that I totally believe in ghosts? I just want people to know this. But do you think that ghosts are just like a figment of people's imaginations because they so much want to believe in ghosts that they'll like say it's a haunting even if it's not a haunting, where it's just like a ghost, living their life in a place?
Like they just made it up.
Yeah, like there is a ghost, but they're not like haunting the place. They're just like there vibing, and people are just like, this has to be haunted, even though like a ghost could just be living there to like live there,
Yeah, I mean that's a very way of thinking.
Because
Yeah.
like, why do all ghost hauntings have to be bad hauntings?
Yeah. True.
Why can't they be good hauntings?
Yeah. I was shaking my head no at first because I thought your question was going someplace completely different. I thought you were going to say, do you think people believe in ghosts just because like the environment that they're in, right? Mm-hmm. And I was going to say no, because when I saw my ghost, I didn't believe in ghosts and I didn't want to see a ghost.
I remember the game. I was just bringing it up because I was like looking at the La Llorona thing, but then it popped up, and I remember Cub Scout played a game, and I didn't know it was. Now that I'm seeing it, I didn't know it was like a real legend until I was reading it. I don't know if you've seen it, babe, where he's like in a bathroom stall with girls, and then like a ghost ends up popping in there. I guess it's a real legend in Japan called Hanako-san. That's her name. It's the legend of Hanako-san, or the girl in the bathroom, is a Japanese legend that began in children's schools like the story of Bloody Mary. If you venture into the third floor of a bathroom in a school and knock on the third stall 3 times, a little girl with a bob cut would appear and then drag their victims to hell. That's crazy.
Japan has so many.
Yeah.
I had actually this just reminded me of a ghost interaction I had when I was in elementary school, because in the girls' restroom in the elementary school that I went to, there was like the stalls lined up on either side of the room, but at the far end of one of the like stall sides was like just like a boxed off stall, so like it was like a storage unit or whatever, but you couldn't get in, so it was just like a box. I don't know what it was meant for. And we would always like play, like we would like knock on it, because like if you knocked on it, you could hear someone like scratching from the inside.
That's freaky.
So like we would always go in groups, and we would like go, and we would always like knock on it. We'd put our ears to it, and like obviously one of the girls is like scratching with their little nails. Yeah. So it's like, it wasn't real, but it was like, it's like a bathroom ghost story.
Yeah, that's pretty terrifying.
And it's
That's
so crazy how people find the bathroom to be terrifying.
Yeah, they just make up some shit.
I think it's because the stalls, like the doors, you can
Yeah.
see feet. It creeps people out.
Yep, like that one video. All right, out of all the legends and the hauntings we talked about today, which one creeps you out the most?
The Amityville.
Yeah, probably Amityville, because that's like
Like
a demon
it
haunting.
seems like a real, like there's so many things about that place.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just that one instance. Like people moved in,
multiple
and,
families.
and had
The
experiences.
same experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like it kept going and going and
And
going.
people still go there to ghost hunt or whatever. And
Yeah.
Yeah. I know this is a side note before we end, but that I don't even know the story. But again, Ryan Bagar and Shane, what's his name? Bidet. They went to this one place. It was like one on their first seasons. They went to this old, I'm not sure if it's like a hotel or if it's like a community where they had things, but it was like a whole family was murdered, like 13 people. I forgot what it was called, but man, there's just so much crazy, violent stories in like the world. It's crazy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate because a lot of it might not even be supernatural. It could just be mental.
Mental, yeah.
Like the good Winchester brothers say, the scariest people or the scariest things are humans.
Yeah.
Are humans.
Well, that's it for this episode of the Halloween haunting legend type things. I mean, there's millions of, or not millions, but
Yeah.
hundreds of legends and stuff. But those are the ones I wanted
Maybe
to
you
talk
can
about.
let us know your favorite haunted stories, or
Yeah.
like,
Tell us.
Or
Yeah.
ones
we
we
can look it
haven't
up.
heard.
yeah, because
Yeah.
there's a lot out there and can't hear them all.
We
Yeah.
should have a little segment of like, not reading through our comments, but like, let's just shout out a few people who said hi to us.
Yeah. I mean, we got to get those people
Yeah,
first.
I know. But
Sometimes some people comment.
They do. Yeah.
yeah,
They're really nice.
like, hey, you over there. Thanks for the comment.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Well, thank you for listening. This has been Co-op Chronicles with Pint-Sized Geisha, Black Label, and me, Azalee.
Bye.
Winds howl through haunted trees at night. Whispers echo spine-chilling fright. Shadows dance and whisper glee. Welcome to our spooky spree. Co-op Chronicles, come take heed. Ghostly tales that you will need. Through the shadows we embark. Join us now and feel the dark.